Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is live. So we are having technical difficulties, but yes, this is so live. So welcome to Life Coaching Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches, brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. And Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional certified life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, which is also a bona fide institute for mental health that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. So if you want to know more about our certification or international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Rizel through 0917-586-1661 for assistance or for more details. So I'd like to invite you as well. We are gonna have our next certification class that is scheduled on February 19 and 25. So if you are interested to be one of us, be a change agent, or you have that advocacy to help others and you're thinking of how you can do that, then do join us. That's on February 19 and 25 for the next virtual certification class. And also, if you are a mental health advocate and you want to help people, and you want to be responsible in really helping people with mental health conditions, do join us on our mental health certification program that's slated on February 27, 28, and March 5. So if you are one of those people, then come and visit us at the Cup Coffee Republic, or you can also connect with Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661 for more details. So I am Coach Tin de Joya, and this is Relationlift, rebuilding from broken trust and boundaries. Your access with me is every Friday at 3 p.m. For today, I will be sharing with you, is there really a right time to give up in the marriage, or is giving up the only option that we have? So let's talk about it. We have the 7 principles to make marriage work. Remember, most marriages experience marital issues, but when these issues makes us spend time and energy to give up who we are and what we hope for in favor of the marriage, then this becomes a major problem. So remember, it takes two to make a marriage work. So what are the steps to take before really saying enough is enough? So please tag your friends in the comment below and invite them to join our conversation. You may also share this FB Live to your timelines and FB groups and pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. So this is my invitation earlier. You can take a picture of the classes that we're gonna have this coming February 19 and 25 for the Life Coach Certification Program, and of course for the Mental Health Certification Program that is on February 27, 28, and March 5. So for those of you who are just tuning in and this is the first time that you are seeing me, I am Coach Tin de Joya. I am a certified life coach and mental health coach by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. I am a mom of 2 teenagers and I am also a mental health advocate. I was an HR practitioner before for more than a decade in one of the largest BPO in the country until I decided to go full time in life coaching. And my mission is to help 1 million women who are fighting to keep their relationship to be whole, to love, and to create a space where the family thrives. So let me just say hello to the coaches who have joined us today. We have Coach Candy, of course, we have Coach Maureen, Master Coach Jasmine, thank you so much. And yes, my better half, Coach Sean De Hoya. And of course, we also have Coach Lynn. Andito na ulit ang mga singles. Ayan. Pakitag nga yung ating mga classmates who are married para naman may audience ako. I am pala si Master Coach Jasmine. But hello everyone. So pakitag din ang ating mga friends na married, or if you have friends who are married and they need to hear about my my talk for today, then let's bring them along and tag them in the comment section. So I just want you to be intentional with what you are learning today. Who knows, maybe someone out there is really losing hope when it comes to their marriage, when it comes to their relationship, and they just need that nugget of wisdom to help them cope up with the marriage and work on it. Maybe this is the time. Maybe you can be a blessing to them. So do share whatever it is that you get with me today and bless that person. So share it in your timelines, and you can also send the video replay to your friends as a message. So for today, don't give up. Alam niyo yung song na Don't Give Up on Us, di ba? But medyo iba yung ano nun eh, medyo iba yung lyrics nun. But hindi ko po siya kakantahin. Um, I'm gonna be talking about giving up on marriage, the 7 principles to make marriage work. So when you give up on your marriage, they say you are giving up on yourself because well, some marriages will fail due to psychological incapacity, like if there is an abuse, whether physical or emotional, or there's an addiction or whatever. However, most people give up because they don't think there is anything they can do. Lagi ko nga sinasabi, wala naman sigurong taong nag-asawa or nakipag-live in to just end up the relationship after a long time. There are really factors that's gonna affect it, pero there is always a way out. I'm an advocate of family, so I really don't support separation or divorce. I am kaya ayoko talaga ng divorce or not because syempre 'di ba pag sinasabi mo takot ka lang iwan kaya ganun. But no, really I'm an advocate of family because I know the family is really the foundation of what a society should be. And I want to bring those kids to a space where they are really loved and they grow up to be better humane generation to para naka-ready din yung future generation. Maganda ulit yung the values that we have, we are able to instill it again and keep the to really keep the family in a space where it really thrives. So kaya nga yun yung movement ko to be able to help women to fight for the relationship, to be better able support to their husband so that they can create a family that thrives. So in marriage, pag andun ba kayo sa stage na madalas kayong mag-away, parang especially kung may mga issues na like for example there's a third party issue in the relationship, how are you really working with each other, or how are you working on the marriage? Have we really tried to stop and get ourselves educated to start again? Sabi nga niya, it's easy to just give up. Give up on your faith, your family, and yourself. But you see, marriage is more than just giving up on yourself. It is giving up what you believe a family is. It is giving up on your children and your children's future. So hindi talaga madali yung you give up on the family. Kasi I think naman, even if madami na din akong na-encounter na when I talk to married women who separated, and even men, at the end of the day, they come to a realization na kung pwede lang sanang hindi naghiwalay. Kaya lang wala eh. Walang lumaban. Nakarinig na ako na walang lumaban. So, the relationship gets tends to be lost because you always go for the easy way out. So I'm gonna give you 7 principles to make a relationship or your marriage work. I think one famous author of this principle is John Gottman. He is a clinical psychologist who has also been studying people who are undergoing divorce. For decades now, it's his study, and I got these principles from him. So let's see how this really can help us resolve the issues in the marriages, or what steps can we take to really understand what goes on in a relationship. So first, of course, is enhance your love maps. Ano ba yung love maps? Love maps is the mental image of what you want in the relationship. It guides the way your actual relationship unfolds. So, love is in the details. So, yung love maps daw, ito kasi yung ano eh, yung parang GPS mo on how familiar are you with the relationship. So, it means ito din kasi yung nakikita mo na parang nasusundan mo from the time that you were growing up, the relationship that you see with your parents, the relationship that you see with your friends who are married, or even in the a boyfriend-girlfriend stage. So, parang may ano ka na eh, may panuntunan, ang lalim nila, panuntunan, parang there is already a guide for you na sana ganito yung relationship. So, sabi niya, happy couples are familiar with their partner's world. So, alam nila kung ano yung ano nila, um, ano ba yung, how does it move in their world. So, like, kung may asawa ka, alam mo ba kung ano yung mga likes and dislikes ng husband mo? Alam mo ba kung ano yung mga pet peeves niya? Napag-uusapan niyo ba yun? Napapansin mo ba yun? Alam niya din ba kung ano yung mga ayaw or gusto mo? Or wala lang, basta magkasama lang kayo? Remember, love map serves to point you in the direction of certain types of partners. It's the destination, which tells you when you'd like to reach certain relationship goals. So parang may gusto kang makita na, like for us, we have this, yung ninong namin and ninang sa kasal na, they were really together for a long time na ano na nga sila eh, nakalampas na sila sa 25 years nila and all. So, alam mo yun, so how were they doing it? So, parang yun yung destination na gusto mo. And your love map also tells you when you'd like to reach certain relationship goals, which is the estimated time to destination. Parang gusto mo ba in 25 years, 30 years, kung buhay pa kayo, kayo pa din. And it also gives you an idea of what obstacles will stand in your way, or what traffic or construction to avoid. Parang ganun. Ano ba yung mga problems na that you will encounter na pwede nyong ma-avoid. So, these three factors really make up the expectations we have about our current and future relationship. So, what makes maps important? Well, couples who are in the habit of keeping up to date with each other's lives, including their intimate details and what the other feels and think, are better equipped to cope with major life changes, stressful events, and conflict. So when you are familiar with each other's love maps, it is easier really to adjust or to anticipate what needs to be done in the relationship. So there are three questions that I'm gonna give out, or you can write this down. Yung mga single, pwede nyo na din pong isulat para pag dumating na kayo sa marriage, may babalikan kayong mga questions that could really help you whenever you are struggling in a certain situation. Pero syempre, ang dream natin is really to have a happy and joyful relationship or marriage. So, thank you. Hello, Joy. Thank you for joining us. And ayan, usapang masaya na lang yung mga single. So, yeah, so with the love maps, first question is, what are your triumphs and striving? Separately, do each of you know the triumphs and what are you striving for in the relationship? Or if you do it together, ano na ba yung mga pinagdaanan nyo? Familiar pa ba kayo? It's one way of really knowing where you are. So it's one of the love maps, where you are in the relationship. How well do you know each other? No, kung ano ba, kung matagal na kayo sa relationship, kilala niyo pa ba yung isa't isa, or may mga bago na ba siyang behaviors na hindi mo alam na meron siyang ganun? So how aware are you? Like, kami ni Coach Sean, as we journey in the marriage, madami pa din naman ako nadi-discover na, teka, lalo na yung mga past na kwento, di ba? Parang, teka, hindi mo na kwento yan dati. So, bakit yun? Lalo na pag connected kay ex, parang, ano meron doon? Joke lang. So, alam ko na nanonood si Coach Sean, lagot na naman ako mamaya eh. Pero really, how well do you know each other? Yung mga um, picon moments, mga tampo, alam nyo ba yon? It's also part of the love maps because doon nabubuo kung paano nyo inaayos yung relationship. And what is each other's mission and legacy? Meron pa ba kayong stage na alam nyo pa din yung goals ng bawat isa? Because a relationship or a marriage should help the both of you grow. Hindi pwede yung stagnant na kayong dalawa. That means the relationship is at a risk of at times being yung magkakahiwalay kasi wala nang spice, wala nang pwedeng pag-usapan na that would really make give you that yung parang kinikilig-kilig ka pa din. So kailangan pa din. And of course, the mission and legacy kasi syempre because this one will anchor you together till the end. Parang may gusto kayong makita at the end kayong dalawa. That's why it's part of the love map that you have to fulfill or to level up. And then of course, nurture your fondness and admiration. I like this app na movie kasi 'di ba talagang super love niya yung girl eh. Kalimutan ko yung name nung mag-asawa yun. But really nung namatay yung girl talagang dinamdam nung guy yung pagkawala ng partner niya. So, andun ba kayo sa stage na you don't really wanna see kung you don't even think na may ganun na mangyari. Although alam naman natin we're gonna come to that end. But because you nurture that fondness and admiration, at times it's not really easy to let go when that time comes. So um happy couples respect each other and have a general positive view of each other. So laging positive yung nakikita ko. Kahit magtampo pa yan, kahit naiinis pa yan, there's always something positive about it. Fondness or an aspiration are the two most important elements in satisfying a long-term relationship. But no one is perfect. But despite these flaws, we always believe that deep down we are a good person, worthy of honor and respect. Yun naman talaga yung kailangan for you to be able to nurture your fondness and admiration with each other. There should be respect, honor and respect. So when you're able to nurture your fondness and admiration for each other, you are able to accept the flaws and the weaknesses that prevents from threatening the relationship. And sharing fondness and admiration is a friendship skill which serves as the antidote for contempt. It increases the amount of affection and respect in a relationship. So when you have that fondness and admiration, mas madaling mawala yung contempt kasi is it's a deep word eh, na parang grabe yung emotion mo na hindi lang siya inis, sobrang ano ba yung term ng hindi ko kasi alam yung Tagalog ng contempt eh. Pero mas malalim siya sa inis lang. Talagang minsan may anger na that grows in your heart. So, pag ganun yung sitwasyon nyo, na parang lahat na lang nakikita mo mali, you are no longer able to give out that fondness sa parang, or admiration na nararamdaman mo, or parang lahat na lang laging negative, then it's something that you have to think about. Um, Remember, sa relationship when it's new, andun talaga yung sweet moments, laging masaya. But as the relationship progress, lalo na pag matagal na, mahaba na yung journey, at times, it falls, nawawala din yung infatuation, yung sexual attraction. So, however, it has to be that there should still be respect, trust, and love as a result of that relationship. Wow, grabe, paghamak, pag ayun, mas malalim tayo kasi parang you are already targeting the character of your partner, kaya ganun ka lalim yung contempt. So, pag contempt na ang nararamdaman sa relationship, mahirap yun. So, how do you nurture your fondness and admiration? So, here are three questions that you can really think of, that you can really work on. So, what are the positive qualities that you and your partner have? So, kailangan nating mag-focus. Ano ba naman, kahit naiinis ka, teka lang, huwag kang mag-focus sa inis. Or kung nagkamali yung partner mo, syempre, along the journey, like me and Coach Sean, this is an open story. We share this because this is what we do to help couples na minsan dumadating kayo sa stage na, what if my third party? So, syempre masakit, especially pag sa part ng babae, ang sakit-sakit noon. But you see, it's more than just the mistake that you have to look into. You also have to check out what happened along the way. And going back to the positive qualities of your partner will help you nurture that fondness and admiration. And then how often do you talk about your history? Mahilig ka ba sa history na kailangan balikan mo yung mga nakaraan? So, what what will history yung mga mahilig sa history diyan, okay lang yun pag subject sa school, pero pag history sa relationship hindi siya maganda kasi nga tapos na siya eh. The goal is to really move forward in the relationship. So ano man yung mistakes, ano man yung mga maling nagawa sa'yo, it's when you learn to accept and forgive the person, then you also have to move on and stop talking about the history. Unless, of course, the history that you're talking about is history of how you started, how you knew each other, getting back to the knowing stage, then that would actually help the fondness and admiration. Kasi you will be able to recall kung ano ba yung mga nagustuhan mo sa partner mo. And what positive thinking do you both practice? Pag in moments ba na inis ka sa partner mo, ano ba yung naiisip mong positive thing just to uh, fend off the feeling na parang nakakairita to, ayoko na. Lalo na pag you are struggling sa isang relationship or may issue kayong dalawa at sobrang masakit siya. So, how can you really focus on thinking of something positive? And then the third step is turn towards each other instead of away. Sabi nga, romance isn't a Caribbean cruise, an expensive meal, or a lavish gift. Rather, romance lives and thrives in everyday little things. So, turning away means you're not really seeing what needs to be seen. Pay more attention to your partner. Recognize what that a bid was made to open doors for a response. Ano ba yung bid? For example, this is in the context of text and subtext. So, for example, yung husband mo sabi, yung wife mo nagtanong sa husband, how do I look? So, opening na siya ng conversation, pero yung sagot ng husband, nakita mo yung pusa, tumalon? Ang layo ng sagot, di ba? So, you close the bid for really talking or getting that fondness or admiration back. So, because your tendency is to turn towards your tendency is to turn away from the partner. So, the questions or the reflective questions that you can really ask yourself to know whether you're turning towards each other or away is what bids could I make? So bids are opening of conversation. So kung yung tinanong niya ba, yun talaga yung sinagot mo or tinanong ka pero ang layo ng sagot mo or iba yung topic. And what is my impulse for turning? Ano ba yung impulse mo pag, halimbawa may sinabi siya, bakit, saan ang gagaling yung feeling na you turn back or you turn towards your partner? Ano ba dapat yung mga words na ginagamit? And what does it feel like when my partner doesn't turn towards me? So kung yung partner mo ayaw tumingin sa'yo or ayaw pansinin yung mga sinasabi mo. So how does it make you feel? So those are some of the questions that you can ask your. Hello, Fadia. Thank you for joining us. So that's also one of the questions that you could ask yourself to really know whether you are being able to turn towards each other instead of away. And then let your partner influence you. As you, sabi nga nila, women tend to accept their spouse's influence more than men. Mas madali daw ma-influensyahan ng lalaking asawa yung babaeng asawa. But remember, men who allow their wives to influence them have happier marriages. Kaya Coach Sean, let me influence you. Dapat may influence ako sa'yo so that happy daw yung marriage. Hello, Master Coach A. Thank you for joining. So, it really matters during decision making by taking his or her opinions and feelings into account. Hindi kasi ibig sabihin, pag na-influence ka ng partner mo, you are a puppet, you become a marionette. So, hindi talaga yon. It's also a matter of being able to consider the options or the opinion of your partner. So, oo nga, meron namang influence. Joke lang yun. Sabi ko lang naman, let me influence her. Pero meron kasi, sa relationship nyo ba, sino ba yung madalas na, na mag-influence? Or do you allow your partner, lalo na pag in moments na, kunwari, mas malaki yung kita ng babae, so siya yung breadwinner, yung influence ba ng husband is still there, or lahat na ng decisions ikaw at whatever suggestions, opinions that your partner have is it's no longer considered kasi nga hindi ka naman nagdadala ng pera sa atin eh. So may 'di ba may mga ganung situation. Or pwede ding baliktad, since lalaki yung provider, siya lagi yung may say, hindi pwede yung partner. So whatever it is, it's always a yes to the one na parang mas malakas sa relationship. But really, it's not gonna work because marriage is two-way. So being able to let your partner influence you creates a space that honors the both of you when it comes to decision making in your family. So ask yourself this question: how interested are you when your partner gives her or his opinion? May interest ka pa bang pakinggan yun? Or pagsasalitain mo lang siya, pero no, it's a no. Kasi ako yung masusunod dito. How dominating or competitive are you with each other? There are cases wherein a couple competes with each other. So, do you dominate na hindi, ako lang masusunod? Or do you compete na hindi, mas maganda yung suggestion ko, so ako yung masusunod? So, ang ending, wala pa ding influence or walang consideration, um, wala pa ding consideration sa relationship. Is influence dependent on money? Not always. There would be uh, other factors that would really affect the influence. Like, for example, if in the process, di ba, parang mas, for example, yung lalaki, talagang dominant. Kasi nasanay siya sa, yun yung nakita niyang value sa family, or yun yung nakuha niya sa, when he was growing up, and at times nadadala yun sa relationship. It also plays a role when it comes to the influence in the family. So, hindi lang po money yung factor that could affect the influence in the family. And then, how well do you work as a team? So, kasi remember, marriage is teamwork. Hindi pwedeng isa lang talaga yung magde-decide or someone who will really manage the relationship because it takes two to tango. So, these are the questions that you can ask yourself, especially when you are both struggling in deciding whether to push through with the marriage or not. Kasi kung madami na talagang issues na nangyayari. So go back to these steps. And then, of course, solve your solvable problems. In a relationship, daw kasi, there are two types of marital problems. We have conflicts that can be resolved. So, meaning, kayang masolve, ano man yung problema. Or there is what we call perpetual problems. Problems that can't be solved. Or problems na umuulit sa relationship. So, most often, couples focus on the perpetual problems. So They are conflicts that show up over and over again. How, but even then, even if you have these perpetual problems, you can still have a happy marriage, even if these problems are not yet solved. If both of you are willing to soften up, to soften start up conversation. So for example, when you converse, pwede ka naman kasing mag-complain dun sa relationship. Halimbawa, may complain ka kasi naiinis ka na, pwede naman, but do not blame. Parang, at times, di ba, we run to our partners, and it's okay na parang, di mo na ako tinutulungan sa, parang, di ba, yung example nun is, nag-complain ka kasi lagi na lang magulo yung bahay. Pero pag sinabi mong, can you help me with how we can arrange or ayusin natin yung bahay? Di ba parang nakasoften yung conversation? But if you say it like, lagi na lang gulo ng bahay, wala ka man lang ginawa para tulungan ako. So there is a complaint, it is a complaint, but there is already a blame. So that if it's if lagi mo siyang ginagawa, there will come a time that masakit siya sa tenga, and later on that would cause more problems in the relationship, especially when it comes to your communication. So most often, um, ito nga yung part ng contempt or pwede siya maging criticism, and mag-stonewalling ka na. So yun yung mga four common reasons kung bakit at times the relationship does not last because of those things. And also, one of the things that you can do is using the I statements instead of you. Kasi pag sinabi mo yun, parang there is always a blame. You immediately judge your partner. And then, of course, learn to make and receive repair attempts. What are repair attempts? Repair attempts is a statement or action aimed at cooling down a heated argument before it spins out of control. So, ito yung mga moments na, teka lang, let's take a pause and talk about it bago pa mag-escalate. Kasi pwede naman talaga. So, some of the reflective questions that you can ask yourself when it comes to solving your solvable problem. So, is how do you start up a conversation with your spouse? So, pag may issue kayo, may problema kayo, how do you start up that conversation? Naka-angil ka ba agad? Ano ba yung angil? Yung parang, ano ba to? Yung may tone of voice na sarcastic or basta iba yung tono ng boses when you are trying to speak up, uy, mag-usap tayo. Yung mga ganon. So, how do you start up your call? So, pag ganon yung start ng conversation, how would your partner feel? And of course, what do you do to make amends? So, when you feel that you are wrong, what do you do? Are you able to really bring down that ego, that pride, to make amends to your partner, to really solve the issue? And then how do you cool down when in a heated argument? At times, hindi naman may iwasan between husband and wife to really have that heated argument. Yan talagang mataas na minsan yung boses. So, how do you cool down para lang bumalik ulit kayo sa neutral ground to be able to solve the problem? And the sixth step is overcome gridlock. What is gridlock? If you're familiar with traffic, pag gridlock na yung traffic, wala nang galawan kasi nabara na lahat ng daan, no? So, that is what gridlock is. So, gridlock is a sign that each partner has dreams that the other hasn't accepted. Yun man yung madalas na issue kung bakit may gridlock sa relationship. So, the goal with perpetual problems is for couples to move from gridlock to dialogue. Gridlock occurs when both partners are no longer willing to compromise on their needs, values, and integrity. So bakit ba nagkakaroon saan ba galing yung gridlock sa relationship? At times kasi the cause of gridlock is unfulfilled dreams. Kasi before naman kayo nagsama, both of you has these dreams. Kaya lang, there are moments that at times we kill our dreams. Paano kung yung partner mo, yung goal niya talaga or yung dream niya ay hindi talaga nawala? So, how do you really support your partner and respect your partner to be able to let your partner have that dream. Kasi at the end of the day, both of you has dreams. Both of you has a goal that you want to reach. Kaya lang, how supportive are you of each other when it comes to those dreams? Happy couples believe in the importance of helping each other realize their dreams. So, ang example dito is, um, for example, the wife is very emotional, and being emotional, she feels that she is overreactive and out of control. But in the um, option, or sa tingin ng lalaki, kung halimbawa, he grew up in a family na very strong and emotions has no place. So, pwedeng magkaroon ng gridlock din doon sa relationship kasi hindi na-address yung needs, hindi na-express yung needs ng girl, at very emotional lagi ang approach. While on the other hand, iba yung approach ng guy. So, at times, this will also cause gridlock in the relationship. But more often than not, it is how each one really looks at the relationship and what are the dreams that they want to push through with in life, because it is the goal that they have for each other. So, hindi din talaga masama na each of them has their own dream. So, pupunta ka lang talaga sa space na how can you really support each other. So, here are some of the questions that you can ask yourself. What are your dreams individually and as a couple? Kaya nga it helps if both are able to do every start of the year, you're able to do a vision board or a goal setting for you to really understand kung asan na kayong dalawa and paano nyo tutulungan ang isa't isa. And yep, the second is how do you support each other when it comes to your dreams? Kasi the dreams is also one of the motivator to keep you together in the relationship. And think of what is the gridlock in your marriage. Are you in that stage na hindi nyo na alam kung saan papunta yung marriage nyo? Then, sit back and really take a look at what is causing the gridlock in your marriage. And finally, create shared meaning. Marriage isn't just about raising kids, splitting chores, and making love with each other. Because it also has a spiritual dimension that has to do with creating an inner life together. So, in the creation of a shared meaning, what is it that both of you want? So how well do you know your partner to be able to create a shared meaning in your lives? Do you know kung ano yung goal niya? Do you know kung bakit gusto niya yung goal na yun? What are your family rituals? When it comes to rituals, what are you creating in your family? Like ano ba yung mga rituals niyo during Christmas and all? Because it also is one of the value that allows you to create a shared meaning in the relationship. And how do you feel about your role as a husband or wife? Is it something that causes you to feel na parang walang kwenta yung relasyon namin kasi hanggang ganito lang ako. So, think about how it makes you feel when you are in the relationship or in your marriage. So, what now? No one shoes fits all. So, hindi lahat ng marriage magkakaparehas ang issue, ang sitwasyon. Pwedeng iba-iba yung problema, but there is always a way out. When you are in the verge of giving up, then what can you really do? Kasi lahat naman may dinadaanan. Para sabi nga, pwede mo naman daanan, pero hanapan natin ng paraan. And what now is shift happens. What you are willing to accept and work on can make the most in your marriage and save it. Even making just a small and gentle change in the trajectory of your marriage can have a dramatic positive effect over time. The catch, of course, is that you have to build on the change and keep it growing. Improving your marriage is a kind of journey. So, whatever it is, there's always a way for you to shift. And then when shift happens, there is a change in the relationship. So you can always do something, however small it is. If you are willing to, that shift will happen. So thank you so much, and I'd like to invite you to join us for the Startup Business Bootcamp, a special project of Team Cafe, which was a product of the Upskills Boost Camp conducted by Master Coach A. That's gonna be on January 26 to 28 at 6 p.m. So if you're interested, do join us. Connect with me. You can message me at 0917-806-4200 for the details. And we are also on, we still have the money coaching workshop by Master Coach A. This coming Wednesday, we have the equalized. Tapos po tayo ng monetization, optimize, and neutralize. Now we come to equalize. So do join us on Wednesday. Just connect with me or any of the coaches that you see on the chat box. They will be able to assist you in in registering for the money coaching workshop. Sorry. So if you are also someone who is wanting to express yourself and live the life you want by gaining control with yourself and your relationship, then let's journey together for the Careless Coaching Bundle by Master Coach A. And of course, Master Coach A has a new course. It's about the way or the time we spend in living our life. So one life to live, 8,760 hours. So if you are interested to join us, to join Master Coach A in her class, then do message me so we can tell you how to um, register for this class. And of course, I'm inviting you to join us also in the Master Builder Apprenticeship. Do you have an unstoppable dream? And why do you do what you do? What makes you accept all the sacrifices? So if you are someone who has that unstoppable dream, let's build a tribe. Join us in our movement, and together, let us journey together to get that dream. So thank you so much for joining me today. And if you are now, if you are in a stage of your relationship where you think it's easier to give up than work on it, take a moment to pause and let's have a conversation. Connect with me at 0917-806-4200 or email me at coachtindejoya@outlook.com, or we can have a chat. Just visit us at Decaf Coffee Republic along that's inside Pioneer Center compound. You can also like my page, Coach Tin de Joya, or subscribe to my group. It's not all about love coaching community wherein we talk about marriage, your relationship, and how to go or whatever it is that affects your marriage. So thank you so much for joining me today. And as we end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub, Decaf Coffee Republic, located at Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Street, Capitolio, Pasig City, which is just across and Center. Our coaching hub is open physically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. only, but virtual operation is 24/7, and we offer coaching services on demand any time of the day, any day of the week. Please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your coaching needs. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next week, same day, same time, and love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.